Welcome and thank you for coming to the State of the Schools address. Again, my name is Tom Jama. For those of you who do not know me, but I believe everybody in the room has an idea of who I am. But before I get started, I would like to thank the members of the Board of Education, our school community, the parents that are here tonight, the staff members that are here tonight, and especially the students who are here tonight. I absolutely love my job. I love what I do. And I'm humbled to be in this position to serve as the superintendent of the Elyria City Schools. So from the bottom of my heart, I thank each and every one of you for this opportunity. Thank you. Tonight, I am here to report to each of you on the state of the Elyria City Schools. And tonight, I'm pleased to report that the state of our schools is good. I'm also standing here tonight to inform you that we are on the move to becoming an exceptional school district. We will become an exceptional school district because we have an incredible staff and an incredible student population that is second to none. This will be very evident to you as I go about this presentation tonight, and you'll see at the end exactly what I'm talking about. To start this evening, I would like to share with each of you 3 chief strategies that I strongly believed were critical to tackle as I began the superintendency almost a year ago already. The following are the 3 specific areas that I would like to highlight. The hiring process. Is this working okay?
Yes. Yeah, let's get it up
If you
higher.
get it closer to
Bring
your
it up
mouth.
higher.
The hiring process,
Yeah.
student transportation, and expanding school and community conversations. Hiring. As each of you know, I made it a priority to hire homegrown talent, whether an Elyria graduate, a current employee, or a resident within the city of Elyria. I also felt that the district needed to increase in hiring the number of minority candidates to better serve and represent our community. I'm very proud tonight to share the following information with each of you, as this has occurred since August 2015. 54 certified staff members have been hired, including 6 or 11% of the 54 being minority. 13 or 24% of the 54 are residents of the city of Elyria, and 14 or 25% are graduates of the Elyria City Schools. 23 classified staff members have been hired to date, including 6 or 26 minority candidates, 18 or 78% are residents of the city of Elyria, and 7 or 30% again are graduates of the Elyria City School District. I am also very proud to share that 5 current staff members were promoted to administrative positions from within house. Again, we grow and promote our own. Also, I'm very proud of our HR department and our director, Gary Taylor, and his team, who started the Grow Your Own initiative. The Elyria Schools, and you're going to be hearing more about this, the Elyria Schools is in the beginning stages of developing and activating a Grow Your Own initiative to identify Elyria High School students in grades 9 through 12 that are considering post-graduation career in education. The initiative would include a cohort program including mentoring, classroom shadowing, and other tools to facilitate student interest in teaching, with the ultimate objective of recruiting these students back to the Elyria City Schools to work where they graduated from. There's nothing like getting a text or an email from students who I've had over the last several years at Elyria High School telling me how happy they are that they know that they're going to be able to come back to their district and to their city and serve in a role, whether it's in the classified staff, whether it's in the certified staff, and I even have one student who already told me he wants to be a principal in Elyria. I said, well, we got to start out, at a certain stage first. The second key strategy that I spoke about deals with student transportation. I knew coming into this position that families were having a difficult time getting their students to and from school. This became critically evident to me after I conducted several community forums throughout the city. In early fall, a team led by our business service director, Jim Wall, was put together to look at ways to increase ridership, but that important part of not increasing the cost to the district. Tonight again, I am very proud to share with you the hard work of his team paid off. The district reduced its boundaries from a 2-mile radius to a 1.3-mile radius. The ridership is up nearly 550 students in grades K through 8 since January 1st. The changes are almost cost neutral by filling existing buses and tweaking routes that the students ride each and every day. The goals for the 2016-17 school year, again, are moving forward. And it is my hope and belief that the 1.3 miles will be reduced to 1.25 miles starting in the fall without adding any additional cost to the district. Again, we will have more students on the buses this fall. The third and final chief strategy deals with being visible, being involved, being open, being honest, and being transparent. Bringing all of these identifiers to life has been a great deal of fun. I got a chance to meet incredible people over the last 8 months, and we have done this in a variety of methods. As you can see up here on the smartboard, one of the first things that our team is very proud of in the superintendent's office, along with Amy Higgins' department, is Monday Mingling with Jama. This kicked off the first or second week of the school year, and this is a video email that I send out to staff every Monday that talks about all of the exciting things and activities and events that have occurred in our district. And what I'd like to do now is just show you a snippet of one of our recent Mingling with Jama videos. Good morning and welcome to this Monday morning edition of Mingling with Jama on this beautiful sunny day here in Elyria, Ohio. Speaking of this beautiful weather, over the weekend Kelly and I had an opportunity to open up our camper at Hidden Acres Campground over the weekend, and we were very excited. Although our camper is very, very old, it is in really nice condition, and anytime you open the door and you don't see water on the floor, it is a good spring opening. I also caught my first fish on Saturday afternoon. And speaking of this weekend, on Sunday, I had an opportunity to talk to the congregation of Washington Avenue Christian Church. Thank you to Carol McIntyre and to Pastor Janet Long for hosting members of the Elyria City Schools Master Planning Team there with their congregation. It was a wonderful opportunity to speak to almost 100 people about the master plan as we move forward with the master planning process within the Elyria City School District. The community of the church, they were very excited about the master plan, but mostly they were excited about that 67% and the $80 million that the state will be paying towards the plan itself. So again, thank you goes out to Washington Avenue Christian Church. And speaking of meetings, if you or your friends would like us to come and host an event talking about the master plan with you, please call Amy Higgins' office, whether it's at your church, whether it's at one of your clubs, family organizations, or just a neighborhood meeting. Please get a hold of Amy, because I would love, and my team would love, to come and present the master plan to you. I really believe getting out there in the community, sharing what we're doing so well in the Elyria City School District and talking about the master plan is the way to go to get that passed in November. But that big number again is 67%, or $80 million that the state will give us. Speaking about wonderful things and talking about being an above-the-line type of person, last Monday, the leadership team of the Elyria City Schools had an opportunity to sit down and meet with Brian Kite. Brian Kite and his dad, Tim Kite, are the gentlemen who operate Focus 3, which is a consulting firm. They are the individuals that work with Coach Urban Meyer of the Ohio State Buckeyes football team and helped him win the national championship by being an above-the-line leader and an above-the-line person. We're going to be going into this as a district full force. Again, being above the line is very simple, but it's energy ready, and it's something that we're going to tackle as a district. You'll be hearing more information about it in the next several months, and then at the convocation in August, we will be doing a district-wide rollout of being an above-the-line person. So get ready, get set, because we are moving in the above-the-line direction. That concludes today's announcements, but I do want to wish each of you a safe and enjoyable week. Enjoy this beautiful weather as we are so deserving of it after all the rain in March. And with that, Jama out! Let's give Amy and her office a round of applause. Yeah. Again, these videos go out every Monday. We tape them generally on Friday afternoon or Monday morning, just depending on the episodes and activities that took place that week or the week before. Also, this year we started Java with Jama. Again, this was just another way to talk to our community and create conversations and talk about the Elyria City Schools and the wonderful things that take place in our district each and every single day. These Java with Jama sessions take place twice a month, once in the morning and once in the afternoon. And just to give you an example, on Monday we were at Nick's Family Restaurant in Lorraine. Team members from the Elyria City Schools, along with myself, had an opportunity on Monday to sit down with 5 community members. I see Mr. DuPont in the audience. Where is Mr. DuPont? Mr. DuPont has been to several of these Java with Jama forums, and it's an opportunity for the community to talk about the Elyria City Schools, share some concerns, share the great things that they see happening, and it's an opportunity for me and my team to share the great things that are taking place each and every day. But again, the community forums in the Java with Jama was a big catalyst in changing the transportation and how we transport students in the Elyria City School District. So again, I just want the community to know that we are listening and we are hearing what you do have to say. Also, guest visits. As I mentioned in that video, I've been out on the road quite frequently lately with the team and along with board members. We had 2 board members there on Sunday. We were at the Washington Avenue Christian Church. We went for the church service, which was absolutely beautiful. They hosted a wonderful luncheon for our team. And then we had an opportunity to sit down with about 75 to 100 parishioners and talk about the district and talk about the master plan. Again, I can't emphasize enough how important it is to share the great things that we are doing each and every day, as well as hearing what the parishioners had to say, as well as the community members. So again, that's just another avenue that we're using to get feedback and to hear what the community has to say. We're also outreaching in other ways through guest columns with our local newspapers. And I'm so happy to say both the Morning Journal and the Chronicle Telegram have been so supportive of our district and highlighting the many great things taking place with our students each and every day in the classrooms across the district. I've done letters to the editors, personal notes for accomplishments, and some of you may understand the birthday. I'm a strong believer in birthdays. I believe it's that one special day every year that is your special day. And what Mrs. Higgins and I and her department did, we put a video together, and earlier this year at our convocation, the students at Elyria High School spoke about birthday, and the announcement of students' birthdays. Well, we expanded it district-wide, and each morning I come in, I send out a birthday video, which you will see here shortly, and each member who has birthdays will also receive a birthday pencil and a personal card from my office. And with that, I'd like to ask real quickly, are there any birthdays in here today? Raise your hands high, because I can't see.
It's gonna be somebody.
Janine, raise your hand.
The child in the back.
Way in the back?
Janine Donaldson?
No?
Janine Dot.
I know there's a little one that is Callie here. Callie had her birthday yesterday, and we babysit her in the morning. It's one of our staff members' children, And I woke up with the big birthday yesterday. So I'm going to walk over and give Callie one of these pencils. Are there any other individuals in the room who have birthdays coming up or have had them recently? I know my wife's birthday's coming up here very shortly too, but I'm afraid to give her the pencil because I'm not sure if it's going to come flying back at me. Stacy Gatton just had a birthday. Did you get the video, Stacy?
I did.
And you got the pencil?
I did.
And they're not sharpened when I send them. That was the key, not to have them sharpened when they're sent. So, and with that, I'd like to just show you the birthday video. Callie, this is for you. Stacy, it's. Oh, that's right, we have another one. All right, come on up here.
Yeah, one more.
Hand it off. I'm telling you what, I love these birthdays.
Joel?
Pioneer.
Going once. Any other birthdays? All right, let's see this video, Amy. Good morning and birthday. Today is your birthday. Guess what's coming in the mail? That famous birthday pencil. Happy birthday to you. You know, again, I believe that we are an Elyria City Schools family, and it's critically important to celebrate the successes of our staff members and our students, and with that goes along with those birthdays, because it is that one special day a year that is your special day. Now, as we continue into this presentation, I want to share with each of you why we are an extremely progressive school district, moving forward and going from being a good school system, as I said earlier, to an exceptional school system. This section will share information about the teaching and learning taking place in our district each and every day. And when I took this position, I made a promise to the Board of Education, I made a promise to the staff, I made a promise to the students, but more importantly, I made a promise to myself that I would spend a lot of time out in the buildings, talking to kids, talking to staff members, and getting that real feel of what's taking place in the Elyria City Schools. So what I'm sharing with you tonight is something that I experience and see each and every single day as I'm out there in buildings, visiting the classrooms and visiting these students. Yes, we are on the move in math. This year, the district piloted a new math program called Envision 2.0. The pilot encompassed 43 teachers district-wide. Envision 2.0 promotes critical thinking, problem solving, and creativity while making math fun. Tonight, the board members will be adopting this program for the 2016-2017 school year in grades kindergarten through 8th grade. This is the first time, and this is a tribute to the Academic Services Department under the leadership of Ann Schloss. This is the first time the district has adopted a program that transcends kindergarten through 8th grade. This program also offers accelerated programs for students in the middle schools. And the feedback that we have received from the 43 teachers have been very positive, and the results have been very, very successful. Yes, we are moving in technology. Elyria University. Yes, I said that. Elyria University, not Elyria High School, not Elyria Middle or Elementary School, but Elyria University. Yes, that's right. We do have our own university for staff professional development. These classes provide professional development to our teachers as they prepare for teaching and learning with what's coming in the 21st century. Geek out with makerspaces. And this is hot off the press. This is exciting. What I'd like to do is call Ann Schloss up to the podium, who's going to share information with you that I don't even have all the information yet, but it's hot off the press, it's exciting, and Ann, let's hear it.
Thank you, Dr. Jama. I think it was Monday, if I'm not mistaken, I received a call from Cecilia Render from the Nordson Corporation and a grant that Brian Kokai, who's around here because he's got a big show going on. Oh, there he is. And I put a grant in a couple months ago to the Nordson Corporation to help us get our technology plans off the floor. And we found out that we were fully funded for $130,000 that will, yes, very good. That will help us buy all the stuff, as Brian calls it, more stuff, in order to do what we know is needed in getting the 21st century skills up and running within the Elyria City School District. This is going to create a culture of innovation and creativity for the students, and as you'll see later in some of the slides and under technology, there is such a need for technical skills out there, and I think all of the students, as you'll see a little bit later, are excited, and as much as we are, we get caught playing in my office a little bit with the technology that we're looking at to buy. But next fall, there will be a makerspace at Elyria High, and it'll filter down all the way to pre-K. So exciting news, and thank you, Nordson.
Very good.
Again, $130,000 going towards our school district and innovation because of the great things our staff is doing. Thank you, Brian, and thank you, Ann, and your teams for making that happen. Is that better? We're also thinking differently at the high school by offering exploration classes to students for 2 to 3 weeks in an effort to expose them to new and exciting things in technology. Yes, we are on the move in college and career readiness too. In the 2016-17 school year, our 7th graders will be partnering for a quarter with the JVS to expose students to college and careers. The district will be implementing the Naviance software to students at the middle school and high school. Naviance is a college and career readiness platform that helps connect academic achievement to post-secondary goals. It also will connect students and families to learning and life and provide schools and districts with the information they need to help students prepare for life after high school. It's going to be a huge piece that connects the students, the schools, and the families. EHS, Elyria High School, will also be adding additional College Credit Plus courses that will be taught at the Elyria High School. Having these college courses taught at the high school is a huge advantage, not only to our students, but to the families as well in the Elyria City School District. Yes, we are on the move with our gifted students. We will now be identifying students who are gifted in the fine arts. We are offering additional opportunities to get students involved in the gifted programs. This is happening by adding a district teacher who is gifted certificated to work closely with students and teachers in grades kindergarten through grade 3. We're expanding it to our little ones. How awesome. The Academic Services Department continues to provide professional development so our teachers have the most up-to-date teaching methodologies available to them in the classrooms. Yes, we are on the move with early childhood education. And I think many of you know that in my earlier life, in fact, my first few years out of undergraduate school, I taught kindergarten in the Elyria City School District. And early childhood education has a special place in my heart. I think this is the silver bullet. I think when you get them young, you can work with these students and help them be successful. And with that, I'm proud to say that we operate in the Elyria City Schools a 5-star early childhood education program. This is the highest rating given by the state of Ohio. And because we are rated so high with the 5 stars, Ann Schloss and her department get phone calls from the Ohio Department giving us new spaces on a regular basis. So our preschool is expanding. As many of you know, we were one of the first pioneers in offering free full-day kindergarten to our community. Our kindergarten classrooms operate like a well-oiled machine. Again, being in these classrooms, watching what these teachers are doing with these little pioneers each and every day is absolutely incredible. Our team in the Academic Services Department also guides local daycare centers and home centers on ways to teach our youngest and our future Elyria pioneers. This accomplishment is done with our Ready, Set, Go collaborative that we are involved in. Yes, we are on the move, and we are making continuous progress. Our district earned a grade of A on the state report card that was recently released in progress indicators. Our students, I want to repeat this, our students are growing more in a year than in any given school year. Our students are learning more than 1 year's information in a year. That's a tribute to the teachers. Let's give them a round of applause, please. Coming from Elyria High School, this is something that I'm very, very proud of. But as you know, last year we were rated an A by the Ohio Department of Education, one of the few urban high schools in the state of Ohio to be rated an A. Well, this year I'm proud to report to you as well that Elyria High School earned a 90% in its 4-year graduation rate and 91.7% in its 5-year graduation rate on the state report card. This is the highest numbers again since this information has started to be recorded by the Ohio Department of Education. Again, it's the tribute of what's taken place from pre-K all the way through 12th grade. Let's give them another round of applause. Yes, we are on the move with our technology education program. IT is the future. And this is something that Ann was talking about earlier, and this is something that Brian Kokai does a wonderful job with his department on. Studies show that 9 out of 10 parents want their children to study computer science, but only 1 in 4 school districts teach it. Well, guess what? The Elyria schools will be one of those 4 starting in the fall. There are nearly 18,000 unfulfilled computing jobs with an average salary of $77,500. That's $1.3 billion of unearned income. Let's get our students in those jobs and getting that type of income when the jobs are out there. Again, but it's our job. It's our job to spark these interests, get these kids excited about technology, and help them move forward with camps, clubs, and organizations within our school. And at this time, Brian, would you please kill the lights?
Oh. They're coming from behind us too.
So what are they?
Oh, that is neat. When did I get to play with little drones? Christmas tree. Did it get out?
Can I do it?
Maybe you might. Maybe I'll give you one.
I'm gonna do more. Let me do that.
E-Tech. They're driving that. They're driving that off the.
What you are
off their
witnessing
Kindles.
They are called,
They're
help me out here, spheros. I need to get it from them. I say they're glow-in-the-dark, round things, but they are spheros. They are an example of the many things we have planned for our students, all students in grades pre-K through grade 12. We use them for students with a guidance of a teacher to explore programming and robotics. Students are able to create programs that independently control the robot teaching them computer programming, but more importantly, teaching them problem solving, critical thinking, collaboration, and the ability to explore without the fear of failure. Let's give these kids a round of applause for what they're doing. I'm being attacked by spheros.
My dog would love that.
Camden, can you come up here to the microphone, please? Camden is one of our students from McKinley School. And how you doing? You got the thumbs up? Let me see. Pioneer spirit, all right. Camden, why don't you talk to the folks out in our audience about what you're doing with these, what are they called? Spheros. I got to get it from these kids.
What we're doing is we drive them and we have like obstacle courses that we try to like code them through.
You code them?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean by coding?
Like there's this app that we have on here, like where there's like we can drive them through, or we can like use different commands.
You're actually creating applications to drive these spheros
Mm-hmm.
on the ground. So you're creating applications.
Mm-hmm.
And you're awesome. What do you like about them more than anything?
Driving them.
Driving them? Are they fun to program?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you enjoy the club?
Yeah, it's fun.
Awesome. Let's give Camden a round of applause.
My dog would go crazy. Can you come see?
You don't want to stop.
Let's give our students one more round of applause.
Let's see if we can get you.
Folks, this is what it's all about, watching these kids have fun while learning. And again, these are the things that are taking place each and every day in our classrooms in our schools across this school district. We are on the move in co-curricular activities. As each of you know, the Elyria City Schools takes its teaching and learning very seriously. But you also know that we place a high value on co-curricular activities. I'm very proud of our co-curricular programs and would like to recognize several of them this evening. As you can see on the board, again, these are titles and awards. I had the pleasure, along with several staff members, to be in Columbus when our cheerleaders won their first ever state championship this year. What an incredible event when their name was called that they were the state champions. Let's give our cheerleaders a round of applause. Special education state basketball title, second consecutive year. And in a minute, I'm going to read a story to you about that basketball team. Our wrestling team under Coach Eric Burnett were state runner-ups in the dual and in the individual championship meets. And again, we were beat out by St. Ed's, and being there, it's electrifying to watch our students compete at such a high level. And again, the wrestling program is something to be very proud about. Our football team was in the state playoffs. Our fine arts, our drama, won state thespian awards. Our art had National Visual Art Awards because of the great teachers that we have, as we do behind me today. And what's nice is, I like that you're watching them and not watching me. Our music program had symphonic band recognition, and the academics, we do extremely well with the spelling bees, the regional spelling bees and academic challenge. But I want to read a letter to you right now that I believe is the heart and soul of co-curricular activities, how it brings our students together of all ability levels in the Elyria City School District to work together as a team. It's that all-in concept that we talk about all the time. We can only do it if we're all in, and I'm here to tell you tonight, the staff, the community, and our students are all in making Elyria schools exceptional. And with that, I would like to read this letter. It was in the Chronicle Telegram on April 10th in the letter to the editor's column, and this was written by Richard Grassing of Amherst, who drove our special needs basketball team to the state championship this year. Elyria Vipers, an example of outstanding teamwork. Recently, I had the privilege of spending time with 12 young men who were the most polite, nicest, friendliest group of guys I have ever met in a long time. Though I do not know all of their individual names, the group played basketball for Elyria. The Vipers have won the state championship 2 years in a row. This year, they won the championship game by a score of 85-45. Watching the Vipers play, I realized they all play with smiles, they all play for the love of the game, and they play as a team. They're all in. There is not one player out for himself. They play for and as a team. And the passing and shooting are amazing. I enjoyed watching basketball, but it was a true pleasure watching these games specifically. At breakfast, the Saturday before the championship game, I joked with some of the guys saying they looked tired from the prior game and swimming in the hotel late that Friday night. I asked several of them if they were too tired to play as well as they did during the semifinals. Each young man gave the same answer. If I can't do it, he has my back, pointing to his teammate. Did I mention these outstanding young men are on our Special Olympics basketball team? These men, as I have repeatedly stated, are a fine group of outstanding young students. I truly enjoyed my time with them and felt humbled to be in their presence. I know next year when they play, I will definitely be there to see them. This is what co-curricular activities do for students. They provide team. They build a family atmosphere. Students are all in. I thought that was a very special letter that this individual wrote, and I thought it was an excellent example of the co-curricular programs that we offer in the Elyria City School District. We are on the move with our exceptional needs students, our student health, and district climate. Now I want to share with you highlights of our exceptional needs programs, our health initiatives, and our school climate. But before doing this, I would like to recognize somebody here tonight. Dawn McCready, please stand. Dawn has been in the district a long time. Dawn will be retiring officially at the end of this school year. She is the director of pupil services. I've had the privilege of working with Dawn for the last 20 plus years. Dawn has always been in it for the kids, always doing right by the students. Dawn, thank you for your service to the Elyria City Schools. You will truly be missed. Denise, where's Denise? Denise will be taking Dawn's position, and she's going to do an exceptional job as well. But thank you, Dawn, for your service, and what you do for the students in the Elyria City Schools, especially our exceptionally needs students. We are on the move in health services. This is exciting. This was brought about by one of our staff members who spoke with a representative from the Cleveland Clinic. I'm extremely excited and happy to report this evening that the district is currently in negotiations with the Cleveland Clinic to bring a mobile care unit to the Elyria City School District. Improving health and welfare of our students. This bus, or this mobile medical unit, will provide student immunizations for our students in the Elyria City Schools, will provide sports physicals, screening. They will do well child checkups. It will be a door-to-door service for every public school throughout the Elyria City School District. And I just got an email before I came down here to talk this evening that the memorandum of understanding has come in, and it looks like pretty much we are going. We will be in partnership with the Cleveland Clinic and the mobile care unit here within the Elyria City School District. We will be the first district in the county to have this. We are on the move with our exceptional needs programs. We have inclusion to the fullest. All of our students are inclusioned, and they work together as a team. More intervention specialists working directly with the general education teachers. There's partnerships in the classrooms between our specialists and our regular ed teachers. We are expanding vocational experiences with more students and more community work sites. And Elyria has one of the top autism programs in the state of Ohio. Let's give them a round of applause, please. Yes, we are on the move in safety and maintaining a healthy and positive school climate. Supports are up and behavior issues are down district-wide. Positive behavior interventions and supports, also known as PBIS, are leading to reduced suspensions and expulsions of our students. We're dealing with issues before they become big issues through the proper training of our staff members. Student-led anti-bullying groups boost awareness and reporting incidents in each of our schools. Natural inclusion for all students promote acceptance and understanding of individual differences. And there was no better example of this than that fall night at Ely Stadium when our Elna Wright was crowned homecoming queen of the Elyria High School. Pretty spectacular night where the students voted her as homecoming queen. We also added this year Navigate, which is a school safety program that is online. Again, my number one job as the superintendent of the Elyria City Schools is to make sure our students have a safe and secure environment and our staff are safe and secure each and every day. And adding this Navigate School program is just another tool to better prepare us to respond in the event of an actual emergency. This year also, we have connected with Handheld Radios, and this was in cooperation with the Lorraine County Sheriff's Department as well as Chief Whiteley from the Elyria Police Department. We have radios now in each of our schools and in the hands of individuals. If there is an emergency, all you do is, and I'm not going to do this, Chief, you hit this orange button, and let me tell you, what happens is unbelievable because they're coming from every direction. We're on the move with finances. Do I need to say anything else after the earlier presentation? I'd like to welcome Joy Clickinger, our new treasurer, to the Elyria City Schools. Welcome aboard. Welcome to be a part of the Elyria Schools family. There's no doubt in my mind that Joy is going to be all in as well. The district was recognized tonight for fiscal responsibility. It was lauded for excellent record keeping by the state auditor, and we qualified, and as you saw earlier tonight, we received the Award of Distinction by the Ohio Auditor's Office. Ohio Auditor Dave Yost said, "The Elyria City School District's dedication to accountability is evident." Next month, Joy will be giving the 5-year forecast of the Elyria City Schools, so that we'll look forward to that coming. But again, kudos to the Treasurer's Department on a job well done.
You bet.
And finally tonight, yes, we are on the move in changing the face of the Elyria City School District in grades PK through grade 8. I'm not going to go into great detail tonight about the master plan, as I know it's been in both local newspapers, we've talked about it on the radios, and we have an exciting time coming to the Elyria City Schools where the residents of this community are going to have the opportunity to build all new schools for our students in grades pre-K through grade 8. But what's the big news? And you heard it in my video. The state is going to give us $80 million to do this. What does that mean? The state's going to pay 67% of the cost to build all the new schools when we pass the issue in November. And there's no doubt through my time in the Elyria City School District that this community supports its schools, and I'm proud of that fact. The reports have shown that the existing buildings are out of date and too old to repair. It's not cost effective. That's why they recommended replacing the schools. We will be reducing from 11 school buildings to 5 school buildings, which in turn will reduce operating costs. And our students in grades PK through grade 8 deserve the opportunity to be in a state-of-the-art school like our high school students currently do at the Elyria High School. So again, more information will be forthcoming with reference to the master plan. We're continually working on this, and this is something that you will hear about in the days, weeks, months to come. But again, this November, the Elyria schools will be on the ballot to replace all schools grades pre-K through grade 8, but the biggest piece to remember is the state is going to be giving the district $80 million, or paying for 67% of the project to complete this. That closes my presentation this evening. Just to say a couple things. First of all, I would like to thank my mom and dad for being here this evening, my best friend and my wife, Kelly, and my son, Kyle. Thank you for being here supporting me tonight. Keep clapping for a second. Again, I would also like to thank each and every one of you, the board members, our treasurer, the administrative team, the teaching staff, the classified and the certified staff for everything that you do each and every day to make the Elyria schools a great place for our students to come each and every day. I said tonight we are a good district. I hope now you see that we are on the road to be in an exceptional school district, to be in one of the best state school districts in the state of Ohio. I also would like to thank our artists tonight. This is some pretty exciting stuff that, who's that guy there on the far right down on the bottom?
The big head.
Holy smokes. All right, I like that. Let's give our artist a round of applause, please. To show our appreciation, we do have a couple gifts to give these artists tonight, but again, they took time out of their busy day. These are individuals who work with our students each and every day, and you could just tell how talented they are, and those talents are being transferred to our students in the district. Thank you.